Hey guys, I just wanted to share a quick, not really an unboxing because it's already unboxed, but a quick preview of the Tecware Forge TG. Because I noticed there were no English, well there were, there's not really any English reviews yet for this case on YouTube. So I upgraded to it because I've always wanted a Cooler Master H500. The mesh, but it's something like 9,000 pesos, and this one goes for 3,700 in Philippines. And so you can see here, that's the front. It's got two 200mm fans, and the top I/O. It's got two USB 3, normal USB, headphone, mic, reset, LED button, and power. So I haven't really gone over the case yet. This is the first time I've opened it up, so it's still got all the original, the way that they've packed it from the factory. So it's just got two thumb screws for the side panel, which is tempered glass, combined with metal, because it's a bit different, but you can see that, well, just wait. You can see there's actually tempered glass and metal for the side panel, like they're in conjunction. And let's just take a look at it better from this side. That's nice. It came with not all cases do this, but it came with protective film on the inside, not just the outside. And the metal is just on the, it's been like glued or something. It's just a metal strip this big running on the inside, and for the lip on the other side. So the top and bottom it's just glass. Anyway, I'll leave that film on for now, and I'll just put this out of the way. Okay. I don't really have much room to work with because my kids are in the lounge, or in the kitchen. But here we go. This is the inside. It's got a PSU shroud. The bag comes with, let's see here. It's got an RGB remote because they included 200mm fans, and 120mm fan at the back are their Tecware Orbis. So they're LED, and I think there's a controller at the back too. And then so it fits ITX, ATX, micro ATX, normal, I already said ATX, and extended ATX. So it's a full-size case in that respect, but it's a little bit shorter than the InWin 303. The InWin 303 comes out to about here, and a little bit less height, but that's not a big deal. There's still plenty of room. It's got room for up to two 140mm fans at the top, and it's got a magnetic dust filter, which you might have seen just before. So, oh, that's a really nice quality dust filter. Look at that. So you can see the cooler support and 140 to 120 joule fans, which I don't know if I'll use. Maybe 140s. And the fans are labeled Tecware, the front 200mm fans. So, what else? It's got two vertical GPU slots, so you can hard mount your GPU vertically here, which are just using normal screws. Where's my screwdriver? I'm not going to do that now. And I believe it came with a PCIe riser, but that wasn't really part of the case. I'll have to check online to see if, like, they include it as a free riser, but I thought the case was actually meant to come with one. A proper riser, because they included like a USB type of riser. The store that I bought this from, which was PC Works on Shopee. And I don't see the manual. Manual might be hidden somewhere. So let's see the back here. Okay, the controller has come a bit loose. But you can see that's the fan controller. It's got fan speed, mode, LED speed. But let's check that remote. Does the remote actually control any of that? Sorry for the mic quality on my phone. It's just an Zen phone, so plastic noises come through really bad. Okay, motherboard, LED sync, fan spectrum control. It does have fan speed, so you don't need to go into the side panel to control all that. Here we go. LED speed and fan speed. PWM mode. Okay, I'll have to test all that and make sure it actually works, but that's really nice. Because, yeah, who wants to be going pressing these buttons? It's already been wired up to the fans, so really it's just all this business that has to get hooked up. There's Molex for the fan power, internal connectors, pretty standard stuff. Let's see here. What does this say? Reset switch. Oh, it's labeled. That is a big reset switch. Why is it on a... It's really odd. It's got motherboard sync, which I just removed this because my motherboard doesn't actually support it, but it's got the standard motherboard syncing wire. That's for hooking up to the fan controller on the motherboard, and that end plugs into the fan controller. So I forgot to mention it has that. And the weird reset switch thing, it's meant to be labeled LED. It's just got a reset switch sticker. This actually hooks up to the front LED. It's got to be, because you know the front of the case has an LED switch. The actual fan controller, it says LED switch and PWM 4-pin. So actually the front of the case does have its own. Yeah, so it is labeled wrong. The front of the case has its own reset switch, which goes to the motherboard, and that'll control the button. So this should just be labeled only LED switch. And then the LED from the front would have to plug into there, which is weird, like, or I guess because the controller is separate to the actual case itself, like they include the controller with it. So this LED switch one here would actually plug into this extended, like, female connector. So just for anyone that gets this case and like looks at it and gets confused, there you go. Okay, so that's that. And you can see it's got two USB, wait, I'll just angle the camera a bit better. Angle the case. It's got two SSD. They're in rather tight. They're on thumb screws, but you need a screwdriver. Two SSD mounts, and at the front there was actually, I think there was meant to be room for two SSD mounts at the front too, or these can be transferred, because I don't see them mounting it above the PSU shroud. Like there was meant to be mounting here, this lower part, from the pictures online. There are screw holes, so I guess they just get direct cooling. There's some screw holes there, but you can't really see them on camera. Oh wait, there you go. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there so many? And then it's actually got a nice little cutout here. This is for the PCIe power for the graphics card. So that's pretty cool to be able to route like that instead of having to come from the inside. And the insides are grommeted, the inside routing. So that's pretty good. There is one missing in grommet. You can see that smaller one there at the front. I don't know if that's meant to be that way, but I'll find out later. And if there's any discrepancies, I'll include them in the video description. Okay, and that's pretty much almost done. There's a HDD removable, it better be removable. There's a removable HDD mount here, and I think it's on a ultra tight thumb screw as well. It's actually a bit hard to get out. Oh, no, I can reach it. I'm not going to use this, so I'm removing it now. Let's take a look. So it just pops out, and it has its own what looks like SSD mounting at the top, and it's also got SSD mounting as a bay. So let's see here. Well, that's nice. It's toolless for taking in and out, but anyway. What else? Oh, and at the very bottom it's got a dust filter, which is full length of the case. So it's got a PSU dust filter. You can see that here. Which you have to push down on to remove, but let's see how good quality it is. It's just plastic, but it's a nice mesh. It's not too... It's like fly screen, like quality fly screen. Not the really thick kind, obviously, but you can see that there on my finger, like how fine it is. If I can get the camera to focus, yeah. Okay, it's finer than fly screen. It's a good quality fly screen. not, and it's hard. Like it's got a little bit of give to it, but it's not soft. Put it that way. So that's good quality. And that goes along the whole lower portion of the case, which I don't have the dimensions for off the top of my head, but I'll include the Tecware link in the video description. And there's rubber grommets for the power supply. I'm going to be putting a Corsair HX 1000 in here, which is a fairly long power supply, but apparently it fits easily. Easy it can fit. So there's still plenty of room, and that'll be on the there's rubber grommets just inside here to support the power supply and stop vibration. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll include a clip of it up and running once I've transferred my InWin 303 internals, which is just over here. Once I've transferred this over. So it's just a Z170 build with a RX 5700. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya. Okay, so here it is, all set up, and hopefully I've wired everything right. So we'll try to turn it on. Whoops. Yeah!